This build has everything you need in order to complete any Payday 2 stealth heist, and check the description below for the link to the loadout.
We're going to party all my...
Let's begin with the skills. I will go over which one and give a brief justification as to why I picked it, as well as its importance compared to other skills. In the Mastermind tree, get the Forced Friendship on Basic, which will grant you 4 extra zip ties, starting you off with a total of 6. It will also allow you to zip tie civilians faster. Tied civilians cannot get up or run away or call the police. Unfortunately, 6 zip ties just won't be enough to dominate all the civilians in a lot of heists. So you either have to keep shouting them down or kill them in order to ensure that they stay suppressed. Alternatively, go for the Stockholm Syndrome on Basic, which will give you an ability to suppress civilians just by shooting a loud weapon or using a loud saw. The Confidence skill acts as a filler in order to unlock the Stockholm Syndrome. Up next is the Enforcer tree. The most important skill to get here is the Transporter on Basic, which will allow you to throw bags further. This comes in very handy in heists where you need to move a lot of bags, such as the Alesso heist, Golden Green Casino, or the First World Bank. Get Resilience on Basic in order to access the Transporter. Over on the left, there are a couple of skills that are completely optional, and the only reason I get them is because this stealth build leaves you with a few spare points once you reach level 100 at Infamy 5 or so. Shotgun CQB and Shotgun Impact will reduce your shotgun reload time and increase stability. And yes, the weapon that I will recommend to use in stealth heists is the shotgun. I will talk about it a little bit later. The Underdog is there to unlock the shotgun skills, and once again, these are completely optional, so either get them last or don't get them at all. On the right hand side, Ace the Portable Saw, which will increase the efficiency of the saw and increase its ammo pool. The saw is a great tool to use in stealth, and if you want to learn how to use it, click on the card that should appear on the screen right about now, or check the description below. The Technician tree offers Jack of all trades, which once aced will give you an ability to bring 2 types of equipment instead of just one, and allow you to deploy and interact with them faster. Useful equipment to bring to a stealth heist could be the ECMs, body bag cases, trip mines, and ammo bags to feed your saw. Having 2 types of equipment will help a lot in heists such as the Big Bang, where you can use an ECM to open a server door and use the body bag cases to take care of civilians that you may encounter. You can still avoid getting this skill if you have a friend to play with, since you can ask them to bring the extra equipment. In the Breacher subtree, you have a choice of 2 paths, the trip mines and the drill skills. Trip mines used in sensor mode will highlight any guard or civilian that will walk through them. It comes in very handy in heists such as the Framing Frame, Big Oil, and perhaps Shadow Raid. Most often, however, you will have to drill through something, may it be a safe or a door, and so the drill skills will come in very handy. I'd recommend getting the Drill Sergeant and the Hardware Expert, which will decrease the drilling time and will give drills a chance to restart on their own if they break. The Kickstarter is more of an optional skill, since all it does is further increase the chance of a drill fixing itself and gives you an ability to instantly repair a drill by meleeing it. The chance of that happening is 50% and you only have 1 attempt. The Ghost tree has some of the most important skills for stealthing, with the most important ones being located in the Shinobi tree. In fact, focus on getting all the skills in the Shinobi tree first than anything else. The Chameleon will give you an ability to pick up items such as keycards without getting masked, which comes in handy in the Bang heist, and it also increases the value of the items that you pick up by 30%. This does not apply to loot that you need to bag and secure. Remember that all the loot that you secure will be shared across all the players, so you don't need to be sneaky and try and hog all the loot. Chameleon will also give you an ability to temporarily mark enemies while unmasked, which can be useful if you're acting as a spotter for another player. The Cleaner will grant you a second body bag at the start of the heist and increase your body bag inventory to 3 slots. It will also give you an ability to bring 2 body bag cases when aced. Sixth Sense is a skill that complements using a silent drill a lot, since it will highlight any guard or a civilian in a 10-meter radius around you after standing still for 3.5 seconds. The silent saw is audible at an 8-meter range, so most of the time you should be safe to work out if there is anyone in range around you. Sixth Sense also grants you insider assets, which may be things like valuable information about a heist or a better escape driver. It will also reduce cleaning costs or the cost of killing civilians by 75%, which allows you to kill civilians in certain situations without losing too much money. Nimble will let you disable one camera for 25 seconds and lockpick things twice as fast. Keep in mind that you can only loop one camera at a time, no matter how many people are present in the heist, and the looped camera will start blinking 5 seconds before expiry, allowing you to reloop it. Nimble will also let you lockpick safes, but only the black safes. The Titan safes still need to be drilled. The last two skills in Shinobi affect your ECMs, one of the most versatile tools in the game. ECMs give you an ability to block phones, so guards or civilians won't be able to raise the alarm, while an ECM is active, and disable cameras for that period, as well as opening ATMs to grab the money from them. Ecm Overdrive increases the ECM duration and will also allow you to open certain doors. You can identify a door by looking for an ECM symbol next to it. ECM Specialist will let you bring 2 ECMs and further increase the jammer duration. It will also give you an ability to block guard pagers while the ECM is running, which can give you time to leave a heist or complete objectives in peace. In fact, you can chain ECMs one by one in order to create up to 4 minutes of alarm and pager free time, considering you bring 4 players to a heist with those relevant skills aced. Look out for when an ECM starts blinking, because that's a sign that it is about to expire and you only have about 5 seconds to drop a new one. The next few skills will mostly help you with movement speed and concealment. I'd recommend you to get them over things such as the shotgun skills or saw related skills that I have mentioned earlier. Oftentimes, it is far better to run away from your problems, and this advice also applies in real life, rather than trying to sneak away from them. Duck and Cover Basic increases your stamina regeneration rates and increases your sprinting speed. Parkour will further increase your movement speed and climbing speed, and will also allow you to sprint in any direction. Might not sound useful, but give it a try and you will never want to go back to sprinting just in one direction. Inner Pockets and Optical Illusions increase your concealment for melee and silent weapons respectively. Second Wind is there mostly to unlock optical illusions, but will sometimes give you a temporary boost if you're getting shot at by an enemy. Finally, the Fugitive Tree offers the Berserker skill that is mostly intended to improve your saw efficiency. I talk about this skill in greater detail in my stealth saw video, so hop over to it if you want to know more. Perk deck wise, try to get the Burglar perk deck, since it's the only perk deck that directly benefits stealth gameplay. You can also go for the Crew Chief in order to get stamina bonuses, or the Yakuza perk deck to increase your movement speed. One of the best weapons to use in stealth is the Judge Shotgun, which not only deals a lot of damage, but also allows you to boost bodies. It is a very helpful ability that sometimes allows you to get rid of bodies without having to bag them or hide them. Make sure you respond to a guard's pager first before shooting him into unreachable areas. Bring any primary that has high concealment unless you're planning to bring a saw, since your goal normally would be to achieve minimum detection risk, thus making it easier to stealth. The best melee weapon to use is the kunai knife if you've got the Gage Ninja Pack DLC, since it can poison enemies and prevent them from shooting at you. It will also make it extremely easy to dominate law enforcers. In order to dominate an enemy, shout at them by pressing the F key by default just after you have been detected by them. Remember to respond to their pager, which will activate moments after the domination is complete. It does not really matter which throwable you bring, as long as you do not accidentally set it off while stealthing. I'd recommend to bring a non-explosive throwable, or the Molotov cocktail if you want to reduce your health quickly to activate the Berserker. This is it for this video. Make sure to ask questions in the comment section below. If you enjoy what you just saw, make sure to share the video with your friends, because good people need to watch good videos. Thank you for watching, I will see you later, bye bye. Here are a couple more stealth tips that I wanted to share with you. It is possible to hide the tight civilian inside of the wall, making him effectively invisible to any guard, civilian or a camera. You don't have to hide the whole body, as long as their head inside of the wall, you will be fine. Intimidate a guard and force them to crouch by shooting your shotgun near them. This will limit their field of view, making it easier to sneak by them. Certain heists, particularly the ones offered by the Elephant, feature a stealth game mechanic where if you kill 4 guards, and that includes police, extra reinforcements will be sent in form of a guard who will spawn at the edge of the map, and his objective will be to investigate what is happening to the guards What he will do once he spawns is that he will travel all over the map and inspect every area, and once he does that, he will leave the map. It usually takes 5 to 6 minutes, but that really depends on which heist you're doing. Therefore, on Elephant's heists, I would recommend to kill only up to 3 guards and avoid killing any more.